FIVE versus OG. Game 1.
What the AI thinks about their current situation and how likely they are to be able to get kills, how likely they are to die. So if you see a super red bar, pretty much means they're done for.
Oh, and already up top, the action's kicking off as OpenAI will claim first blood. No tail is to be caught out here as the two teams meet.
Offlaner that can survive pretty... Oh, jeez. Look at that.
That's already gone up quite a bit since the drafting phase.
The trash talk has already begun.
Absolutely. She will be unable to do so for now, leaving Seb on his own down bottom,
but
he
like
should
be
fine.
able to kill the Crystal Maiden, actually. Yeah, they set it up. Thompson rotates over and didn't see that coming. That's exactly the point. They've got a Riki mid.
Another TP will come into their bottom lane from the sniper. AI bringing him back up. At the same time, AI is going aggressive up top. OpenAI diving past the tower. They'll find no tower, but they dove pretty deep for this, the OpenAI, as the reaction will be there from OG. They have both the combo of the SF and the Shaker to bring down the Gyrocopter. It's now very close between the two. You see Jarex, he's going to look for a wraparound on mid. The setup's there with the Fisher. OpenAI's blocked in. Nowhere for the Death Prophet to run, as that will be another kill here for Thompson on his Riki. Top lane, back towards more action. OpenAI once again looking to dive in deep past the tower with this Gyrocopter and Sven combination. They've got the Voodoo Restoration though, OG. No tail, keeping the two of them alive as OG's able to turn, bring down the Sven. Still though, trying for this SF. Gyro desperate for the kill, but he cannot find it.
Not gonna get it.
As with the Fisher and the heals from No Tail.
And then another one is the Voodoo Restoration choice. Picking up the Witch Doctor. We've seen how the harassment, OpenAI is super good about being able to do that, and the Voodoo Restoration is cutting a lot of that out and making these fights go their way.
And we're going to see the AI going, this time with the help of the CM. They're looking to lead in onto the SF. No tails there, though. Again, as you mentioned, this Voodoo Restoration just making it that little too hard for the AI to instantly kill the SF. They'll get another stun out. He's still alive, though. Finally, they get that kill onto Anna. They will finish off the Shadow Fiend. They're trying to see if they can find even more, potentially the OpenAI, as it looks towards No Tail with the Rocket Barrage. The Gyrocopter finds another. This time, the OpenAI is getting away with the aggression up top. They realized it wasn't working with just the Sven and the Gyro, so they add in that Crystal Maiden, and it makes all the difference.
Yep.
Crystal Maiden safe. They'll back up to the high ground. OG are attempting to chase, jump forward, and another Fisher. Out onto the CM with Tricks the Trade. They'll get the kill. Paralyzing Carscat as well from No Tail. As OG aren't done yet, they're trying to chase 4 more, looking towards this Sven, but they cannot finish him off. He's already OpenAI realizing that they are outnumbered here. They will retreat back towards the tower. We'll see if they bring in any backup to try and fight this. As the Gyro is getting gone upon, another slow comes out from the CM, holding back Jarex and Thompson, but there's a Fisher, another jump forward, as OG should be able to find it. Thompson nearly dies.
They see, hey, that's not worth it. We're not rotating to save a hero. We're going to make sure we take an objective in that top lane instead.
See back towards mid Thompson, and they're able to chase down the CM. A big ult comes out. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, the OpenAI Crystal Maiden doing it big time there, and in fact, they're going to get this SF as well. Anna falls, the Crystal Maiden going big, standing her ground, committing with the ultimate. She knew she wouldn't die. She knew she'd get those 2 kills.
Oh, we were talking about like, oh man, how well is the OpenAI going to be able to adjust to like the patch changes? Have they read it at all? Well, maybe it's OG who didn't read the patch changes. That armor for the Crystal Maiden saves her life, gets multiple kills.
If they do get the tower, Sven is incredibly low. Seb's going to TP in and try and find this kill for sure. He'll throw out the Viper Strike. Instant stun from the Sven will hold Seb back in position. Is he going to tick down to the poison? He's not. The Sven will survive. And now OpenAI, they turn onto Seb. They'll get the Viper kill. Thompson and Jarex, they're still trying to desperately chase at least something here. Jump forward from Thompson, tricks the trade. It won't quite do it. The Gyro's too speedy. He continues to retreat. Thompson is going to try and chase this down. He's got another jump forward, and he will finally be able to claim the life of the Gyrocopter. But OpenAI at least do keep that tier 1 tower on the top lane alive, as they'll stop the push. Back in the jungle, though, with OG forcing OpenAI's reaction up top. They know that the Gyro is pretty alone here. Thompson's trying to chase. They've got the catch with the Fisher, and with that double damage rune, Thompson will have the damage. It's going to be immediate buyback, in fact, from the Gyrocopter.
Oh,
but
he's mad.
It's a buyback for what? As OpenAI's Gyro cannot really get back in position to punish OG. OG's already out there. Thompson, actually, he's still trying to make a go. He's going to jump in. He's going to lose his life for that one. A very unnecessary play there from Thompson.
About 3K net worth, now down. And it seems like OG has found a kind of pattern to take it to the AI, but they are going to lose 2 here, it looks like.
Again, very aggressive players here from OG. Actually, he nearly gets away, but will not be the case.
That was smart. The Gyro ran back to give vision to the sniper so he could actually get the auto attack in.
See in the middle, Jerax, Echo Slam's going to be used. Quick setup and another instant buyback. This team, OpenAI, will not stay down. They get immediately back into the game. As their Sven is in trouble. They're bringing back up. It's going to be a haste, but Thompson, he's able to grab it before the Sven is. In fact, though, it doesn't matter. They turn. OpenAI just looks towards the Riki with the backup of the Crystal Maiden. They have that control. As back on form. It's a 95% here for OpenAI.
From our human perspective, this is an even game, Owen. How are they saying 95%?
I'm pretty sure even Dota Plus at the moment wouldn't be in the 90s, as this game does not look one-sided. It's very even in the net worth. OpenAI, though, feeling incredibly confident with themselves, and they are going to dive in past the tower. They'll look for the ultimate here from the gyro. BKB is there from Anna. He'll try and turn, but Seb, he's already fallen. Sven will make sure that No-Tail's pushed all the way back. Official will come out to hold them down, but OpenAI, they've got 2 more kills. Seb and Jerax fall, a third as well, as they snipe down No-Tail right up to the high ground. The Death Prophet has the Yule Scepter controlling Anna. Anna's sort of left on his own here to try and hold back, but there's the stun from Sven. Anna's going to fall as well. As OpenAI, they're into the base. It's 19 minutes in. They're taking the tier 3 tower. They're almost certainly going to look for more. As OG, they have 4 dead at the moment. Only a Riki. And Riki, not the best hero, holding back a 5-man push on his own.
You know, sometimes, Owen, we say that, oh, the net worth is a little deceiving because we're going to watch Thompson die as well. Sometimes net worth is deceiving, but you would still say, like, no matter what, like, oh, this game is, you know, pretty even. We'd say 60-40 or something like that. One of those 5-man pushes. I think something triggered. Once they saw, like, the way that the lanes were set up and how much stronger they were in team fights, they said, we can take an objective here, and that's what gives us the 95%.
We are going to see a nice cast bounce here onto the 2 of them, the CM and the Sven, but they're straight again. The CM holds her ground, pops the ultimate, will fall, but they'll get Seb in return. See if they can try and chase for more. They have the Exorcism out, but it's going to be a quick TP away. The power of early game buybacks.
Oh, they caught another one.
It's always worth it.
It's going to be Viper at the top lane. The Blink Dagger, they just put a homing missile on somebody, and then they just always have the follow-up. They know.
Back in the river, they're going to find the follow-up onto another as Anna is in trouble, gets peeped down here by the sniper, turns towards Jerax. I mean, it's 4 dead again on OG, only No-Tail alive. He'll pop down a very symbolistic death ward as he is going to die, as there's the Death Prophet with the Siphon chasing him down. Assassinate's going to come in from the sniper. One more right click will do it from the Death Prophet. OG getting team wiped by OpenAI. Thompson giving a lot of very, very important vision. There's the setup. Jumping from Jerax. Echo slams down with the force. CM, she's going to be forced to safety. They do lose the gyro. The CM's still alive for now. A TP out will get another back to safety. They've found some more setup here as they'll go straight away towards Seb. Opening up with the Yule Scepter. Seb will turn with a Viper Strike down onto the Sven. Gyro already heading towards the back lines of OG, making it hard for OG to get a team fight fully together. As once again, OpenAI putting a bit of a stop to OG, trying to make a play. Now they're going on the Death Prophet.
Oh, what a
commit with the ult. Can they get the kill? They've already lost 2 on OG. They will get the Death Prophet, but immediate, again, these buybacks being used. As OpenAI knows that it has the edge with the numbers, Jerax will throw down a Fisher to block off any attempted catch from the gyro. But Sven finishes off Seb. OpenAI, they actually move away from that bottom lane before finishing it off, and now, after getting the kills towards mid, they'll just continue to sweep around at top, take another tier 3 tower. Seb is now back in the game. He's got to be a little careful as OpenAI have a 13k lead. They are sort of an item ahead of their cause on OG. Silence comes out from the Riki. There's the Viper Strike as well, but the BKB is going to be popped straight away. Jump forward. They'll look towards Thompson. Thompson forced to the side. Thompson in potential trouble. The Requiem comes out from Anna, but Thompson is dead. Both him and Jerax buying back, getting into this game. They're looking to try and chase. Jerax does have a blink available. He'll jump forward. Fish is there onto 2. Heads in. Echo Slam is perfect. The Sven, he blinked into it, but I say it's good. It killed the sniper. Is it going to actually get anyone else out of it? Sven, he's TPing out. The Death Prophet, he's TPing out. They do have the proc there with the Aftershock and that Enchant Totem to catch out the Death Prophet. Making sure he can get sort of the, I guess, the consistent ult salves, the potential double BKBs and such. It's going to be a lot that the AI has to consider when it tries to play into this SF. Jump forward here from OG. They're trying to fight into this. The BKB comes out from both of them, both the SF and the Sven in response. Fisher will be used to try and separate some of the AI from one another. Jump forward though, and with the Rocket Barrage, they've got the damage to take down Thompson. They'll look towards Jerax. Jerax is going to fall as well. You can see OG as well. They do recognize that. They are going to try and make a play whilst this sniper doesn't have that BKB available to pop. As they'll look towards the CM, they've got the vision down, they'll find one. Missile's going to be heading the way of the SF. Straight BKB and a TP out from Anna. He's got to get away, but they have the right click damage to punch through him. Jarek's already leading in under the cover of the smoke, trying to start something, but immediate BKB is out from the Death Prophet, making sure that Jarek's cannot follow Thompson into the action.
Buying wards as a support and has no real items. That never happens with the AI.
Oh, in mid lane, just a commitment here from the Sven. BKB jumping with the God Strength. As OpenAI, they've found Seb also outside of the base. Seb dead for 2 minutes. No Tail also going to fall. Stun there from the Sven. A snipe from the sniper. As Anna will try and do something, at least jumping in with the BKB. The first ult comes out. It will be No Tail killing off the Sven, as that is going to be the Sven dead for 2 minutes. Still, though, they have to be careful of this sniper, as he's doing so much damage towards the SF. Anna will fall. No Tail TP's in. He's got the Death Ward, but the physical damage from the sniper pulls apart the Witch Doctor. Jarex will be there to hold the creeps off back towards the mid. They are trying to keep them drawn away from the Ancient, as both Thompson and Jarex are trying to take OpenAI's focus away from ending the game. Jump forward, Tetsu, but it doesn't matter. The creeps are on the Ancient. GG is called, and OpenAI take game 1 and cap. They look pretty terrifying. And let's see what is going to change here in the second game. We've had the different drafts. Back towards mid. Thompson actually nearly dying here. In fact, well, he does. The poison was too much. And there's 2 points there in the poison attack, meaning that Thompson ticks down and out of the lane, back towards bottom. Now going to have Jarex trying to chase down that Gyro. He has got less movement speed though, and the Gyro will be fine. In fact, the Gyro can turn. The missile's out, as well as the Rocket Barrage. He'll chase this down. Mango's going to be popped, so he's got the mana for another Rocket Barrage. Fisher will push the Gyro away though. And we're seeing, once again, in these first few minutes, in terms of the farm, people coming out pretty even in CS. Down bottom, Seb's in trouble though. Gyro takes the kill. Seb did commit. See up top. Turn here with the Maledict onto Anna. Anna. He's got the Dark Pact. They do have a Viper in this lane as well now, so OG have to be careful. Again, the Gyrocopter just racking up these kills. He was able to kill off Jerax once more. As this chase continues top, South will be popped, but he gets cancelled here by the stun. OpenAI diving past the tower with the damage from the Viper and the Sven. They'll claim the Slark's life. They'll get No Tail as well. The AI turning it up early here in this game too.
To a point where he's able to run around cutting creepways, but he just couldn't really get to that.
I mean, see there at the side, Jarek's trying to step forward, but they turn immediately towards him. They have the Viper strike out upon him. Shrapnel's down here from Thompson in an attempt to hold. Assassinate will not get the kill off, and now again the CM goes for the ult, but they do have to disable. Hex comes out from No Tail. They'll kill up the Crystal Maiden, but OpenAI Viper diving past the tower on towards Thompson. The Sven coming back in on minimal HP to throw that stun off, secure the kill. As OpenAI again getting the favorable trade, another tower taken. They are playing at a ferocious speed here in the second game. It's a part elsewhere. We're going to see the Sven commit in onto Thompson. Thompson does have backups, but both No Tail and Jerax splitting OpenAI apart, as Jerax will focus the Viper. Seb comes in with the TP. They have surrounded the Sven. OpenAI trying to stand their ground as this Sven, but he's stuck in the trees. They'll lose the Sven, OpenAI. The Viper's still good to fight, and they've also now rotated in the Gyrocopter. Seb caught on the front lines. Siphon will not keep him alive, or will it? He gets a second one out. It's a good amount of sustain, but surely not enough, as the poison will be there from the Viper. OpenAI getting both of the kills. And this is definitely sort of the games that we've seen from the OpenAI in the past, where 13 minutes in, they get this lead. OpenAI as it is, they're not going to make mistakes. They're not going to throw away this lead. You have to outplay them. You have to outmaneuver them. And at this rate, OG, they're struggling to certainly do that, as they'll lose Tops and Seb trying to move in. But the Crystal Maiden, with that massive amounts of damage coming out from the ultimate, just stands her ground. 2 dead. There will be a buyback here as Topson trying for some OpenAI-esque tactics to try and bring the game back around. But I don't know how much this buyback's going to do for him, as they're still without Seb, as Seb just failing to have any sort of impact this game as the Death Prophet after a terrible laning stage against the Gyrocopter, the Crystal Maiden. OpenAI, 14 minutes in, they're up to the high ground, onto the tier 3 tower. Anna will be able to jump away, doesn't even manage to kill off the courier. The Viper, godlike, diving past towers, killing off Thompson. It's a dieback from the sniper. Seb, he's going to try and leap forward, but the cast bounces are out. Seb stands too close to Jerax. Jerax is in trouble as well, as he's forced away. OpenAI taking that top tier 3 tower. They're onto the barracks. It's only 14 minutes in, Cap. 15 minutes in, taking a barracks. An incredibly fast timing here from the AI. Jerax will fall as he tried to get some damage out onto the Viper, but the poison is too much for this underfarmed, underleveled Shaker. No Tail will try and get back. Seb attempting everything to hold them off with the Siphons, with the Crypt Swarm, but he doesn't have the damage. He does not have the HP to survive. Seb is dead. The Rack's taken, and OpenAI, they are not leaving this space surely anytime soon. Well, they had to back up actually because the tier 2 still stands in the middle lane.
They min-max their positioning as much as possible. We're gonna watch Jerax probably die again.
Yep, and almost certainly Seb as well. Jerax does not have the damage. Seb does have Ana with him, but this Slark only has Treads and a Wraith Band. There's nothing he can do. He's got a Shadow Dance popped. He will be able to steal up a bit of Essence Shift, but the cask bounces out onto Notel. Stun as well, out onto the Slark. Triple kill for the OpenAI Viper. Thompson, he's desperately looking for this Crystal Maiden, but the movement's here with the Shadow Amulet, dancing herself away, utilizing the invis to make sure that Thompson cannot get that final hit on her, continuing to use the Amulet, getting away out of this. Thompson, can he find this? He does get the vision for the Assassinate, but there's the disable. The stun comes out from the cast, cancelling the Assassinate. The Crystal Maiden kept safe and alive. There looks like there's very little chance of OG turning this one around. They will find the Witch Doctor pushing out alone. They may be able to at least claim the life of a Witch Doctor. Can they get more though? No, the Crystal Maiden again, using the ult. Enchant Totem comes out with the Aftershock, does cancel the Ornament from the CM. Finger comes out, but it's not enough damage to kill off the Crystal Maiden. There'll be buybacks from both sides. Notel gets back in, so does the OpenAI Witch Doctor. As OpenAI wants to continue the aggression, the Gyro up onto the high ground, past the tier 3, past the barracks, playing so aggressive here. Seb has to be careful of potential wraparounds. They're pushing in both lanes at the same time, the AI. Both the middle lane and the bottom lane under threat. Also, the team as well of OG getting dove upon, up past the tier 4s. Anna's trying to come in. OpenAI, they're low, but they have the heals. The Voodoo Restoration from the Witch Doctor, meaning that OG cannot finish off any of these kills. Anna will fall again on the Slark. He has got a buyback. He will use it. But OG, they are just crumbling and getting entirely crushed here in this game too. It looks like there's very little chance for them to play anything back in response, as once again, AI just collapse onto OG. They cannot fight back at this point. Their heroes, their draft, it does nothing when OpenAI's heroes are this far ahead. The Samaels of today do. He's playing in the action, in the lanes. This ain't no AFK jungle. At this point, OpenAI are looking to play at full power.
Yeah, it just looks fantastic. I wonder, do they have a Force Staff or
if
something
they get
to
this
save
kill, it's worth so much. But
they're
not getting it.
Owen?
They're not getting it.
Can they even do it?
This Viper will not die.
That they could be there in time.
And with the Ancient falling, there is no hope here for OG. They have a fortification. But with Ana dead, 41k lead. They're asking for the finishing blow to come in from the OpenAI, as OpenAI almost playing around with them at this point. Finger attempted onto the Gyro, the stun from Notel misses. Thompson's AFK, he's had enough of this one. As the Ancient will fall, and that is GG, game over. OpenAI taking game 2, taking the series 2-0. As a player of Dota 2, as a professional, you watch how OpenAI just absolutely crushed